Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got 5 stories that happened today. There's buildings on fire, manufacturing plant on fire, wood yards on fire, and 2 trains are on their backs, involving 31 cars in one of them. It's crazy. I mean, we're at war within from what it looks like. So check it out. We'll talk a little bit about it through the stories. Florida fire blaze erupts at an industrial facility in Medley. 2 dead, 3 injured. The fire was reportedly caused by a spark when workers were using acetylene for welding. Okay, they probably weren't using acetylene for welding. They were probably using it for cutting. But when you hear about guys that were just going to work to try to make a living and now they don't have their life anymore and their family's destroyed, it makes me think, because I welded for so long with fire dripping out of the end of the pipe and up under jack stands and, really looking out all the time for you and everybody else around you, it can happen so fast. So that's really sad. Okay, the next story. Massive fire breaks out at a Brooklyn lumber storage warehouse. The fire started at one-story commercial building that appears to be a lumber storage facility. Firefighters are still battling the flames and heavy smoke. No injuries have been reported at this time. Now, there was a comment where I found this story. I'll put it on the Discord channel, all these, that said there is very little oxygen in between the wood they have stacked in there, and it's usually green, Maybe. I don't know for sure, but, surely there's more to the story. This didn't spontaneously combust. Maybe I'm just trying to get the big picture here. Okay, here's the next story. It's another fire. A fire broke out at the West Virginia manufacturing plant on Tuesday today.
Fire at the alloy plant. A live look for you right here. We've learned several units have been called to the scene as the fire started this morning, including the Glasgow Volunteer Fire Department.
Dispatch says there are no injuries at this time. There's very little on this story. It happened, 8 hours ago. So I don't know. It looked like a big building that was on fire. Okay, next is a train derailment, a pretty good one. A coal train derailed in Nebraska involving 31 cars sparks emergency response. Early Tuesday morning in Gothenburg, Nebraska, the railroad said that 31 cars carrying coal derailed. In a statement to CBS News, no one was injured, cleanup has begun, and the 3 tracks near derailment. So it wiped out its track and 3 other ones, if I read that right. So in my opinion, or something we should all kind of be thinking about, man, I got mosquitoes big as birds in February. The biggest takeaway to me about this is the infrastructure is wiping out. These are whole railways that are down now. That's a lot of goods and services on a big scale. Now, I don't know, how much fertilizer goes across rails or how much, coal and all that other stuff. This is going to really kind of shut things down for a while. I don't know how long it takes to get, 4 rails back up that are side by side. It was a pretty bad wreck. So that's something to think about, kind of take away, step back and look at it. Okay, the last one. This is old news. This was yesterday. A train derailed in Riverbank, California. On Monday, according to CBS Sacramento, the derailment involved 4 cars, happened around 3:45 a.m. Union Pacific officials said there were no injuries and no hazmat involved. That sounds pretty weak. 4 cars, that could probably happen pretty easy. But that is just a lot of news happening at one time. It seems like there's a lot of things going on right here in the beginning of the Thunderdome. And that's what I like to call everything post 2020. Our life's kind of changed then, and it's been really different ever since. Man, these mosquitoes are bad already. It's February, not supposed to be here. Got him. Now let him go. Hey, I'm sorry for all the bad news, but it's the news, and we really need to watch what's coming. Keep your head on a swivel, as they say. And before I let you go, a subscriber sent me this, 925 Thrift. He wrote it. And it's the Pocket Guide to Finding Silver. It's like a little pocket manual for everything you need to know about silver. If you can't tote around Morgan's book up there, it's too thick and heavy. It's about that thick. You can tote this around. It's on Amazon. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just thought it was cool. Somebody went out of their way. Mr. Gold went out of his way to write a book, and I thought I'd help him move it along. So, Mr. Gold, I really like your 9-2 Thrift Pocket Guide. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, check it out on Amazon and have an awesome day. Later.